Is the Jordan 11 Rare Air worth $235? Let's find out. All right, guys, so we got the Jordan 11 Rare Air, and these are set to release tomorrow, November 5th, for a retail price point of $235. And yes, that is pretty expensive, especially even for Jordan 11. As we know, the Jordan prices have continued to increase from 200 to 210 to 215, and the Jordan 11 has always been the more expensive Jordan out of the Jordan 1 through 14. The Jordan 11 Rare Air now hits the shelf for $235. The Rare Air collection we have seen before has released in the 1, the 3, 4, and now we have it in the 11. And the Rare Air, of course, is pretty much a celebration of the 40th year anniversary of Jordan brand itself. And they all come in a very similar royal red type of overall colorway. And you see this Jordan 11 pretty much is no different. You even have that royal in red on the bottom and even featured here down below on the box. But they did add in a couple of features with the Jordan 11. One in particular is the whole entire upper is in a leather, but you have, of course, the classic patent leather on the bottom. Now, Nike says on their website, real and synthetic leather, and that kind of caught me off guard. But yes, synthetic. So which portion of this shoe is of synthetic leather? That part, I don't really know, because it could be the patent leather, it could be what appears to be leather on the upper shoe itself, or even the back portion with the Jumpman, as that leather is a little bit different from the rest of the leather featured on the shoe. The shoe features a tumbled leather, which is a very nice overall tumbled leather in my humble opinion. The tongue itself seems a little bit even more tumbled than what you see here on the side. And then of course you have the Jordan going up the side of the sneaker. We've seen this previously on the Jordan 11 Jubilee that released a couple of years back, now being brought back on the Jordan 11 Rare Air. We had the 23 on the back, which is a staple when it comes to the Jordan 11 itself. And this one is also more of a texturized look rather than a flat print look. You can literally feel it with your fingers. They swapped out that carbon fiber, which is typically that gray and black, before a black and red, and it definitely makes the shoe pop, even though it's on the bottom of the shoe and you're not gonna really see it. The outsole, which we're so used to seeing more of that blue tint type of look, now is swapped out for what they can call a cell or a piss yellow OG type of look as well. What I mean by the OG look is the older versions of the Jordan 11s from back in the day came with clear soles, and those clear soles over time would actually yellow and start to look just like you see right here. They would even get more yellow. I mean, literally like golden piss yellow. That's the nickname that people said. Don't just look at me, it's a name that's been out there. But over time, Jordan brand has slightly made it a more clear blue or slight blue tint to help out negate some of that yellow, making it a little bit more of just a clear look over time as you wear it. Still turning yellow overall, but it just takes a longer time for it to turn yellow when you have that blue tint. Well, Jordan brand kind of wanted to pay tribute to that old school nostalgic looks of the Jordan 11, and they did so with that bottom. They even did so also with the laces itself, which feature what you could say is a sail colorway on the laces, which you get to see it pops out, it stands out a lot. The shoe itself features more of a white upper base and then a sail lace, and you can see the differences of the two when you have them, pictured like that. Now the box, it reads Air Jordan 11 Retro RA for Rare Air, Deep Royal Blue, Fire Red Sail is what's put on the actual box label itself. Got the 2-3 feature there, and of course the Nike Air and Jordan brand logos on the bottom in red. I actually like these a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, these are pretty nice. They're very clean overall. The quality and the materials are nice, even though it's stated to be synthetic. It definitely looks nice overall. But is it worth $235? In my humble opinion, I would say no. I'm not spending $235 on this. I would spend them if they hit sales and go a little bit lower. I just think that $235 for the Rare Air is a little bit too much, especially with the fact that you got Taxi 12s, Black Cat 4s, Chicago 1 lows, Shadow 10s, all releasing in the month of November. It's gonna be a tough month to pick up and add this in the mix for $235, and I feel like I'm still missing other sneakers because I only spoke of Jordans. But just because I don't like this shoe does not mean that you can't like this shoe and that this is the shoe for you in the month of November. Definitely a very hot shoe in general, and it's dropping during the middle of the week, which is a little bit odd because we do have the Taxi 12s releasing this Saturday. These are releasing on a Wednesday, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that this sneaker was actually supposed to release last month, I want to say in October, but it didn't, so it got pushed back. and now they're pushing it forward and trying to squeeze it in the mix for November. Moving on, we also have, of course, the Jordan 11 285. I want to say that's also releasing this month as well. So we have two 11s releasing this month. This and then the 285, that's an Atlanta exclusive or regional exclusive, alongside with the Mojave that's releasing in Las Vegas, and then the Houston colorway that's releasing, I guess you could say, in the mid area, Midwest. That's how they are breaking them down, and they're Jordan 11 regional releases. So this, that, Taxi, Chicago, Black Cat, Shadow, you're already into $1,000, $2,000 right now just in the month of November, not to negate the fact that it's also Black Friday and tons of sales are gonna be going on. It's just gonna be a very, very tough month in my humble opinion, and hopefully your pockets are ready. Oh yeah, don't forget Thanksgiving, you gotta get that turkey. So you put all that together, it's a lot going on, and these, in my humble opinion, that is why $235 on this particular shoe is just a little bit too much. Also, of course, you got Gamma 11s releasing next month, Bugs Bunnies. I mean, the list just goes on and on. But the shoe itself is very nice. Also, I would say, guys, for sizing wise, with any 11s out there, and it's been a while since I've worn an 11, they still are the same, half a size small. So I recommend going up half a size if you want to get these pair. These are in a size 8.5. They were extremely, I would say, for the most part, snug, and it's a snug inside feeling, but also short. So it's one of those shoes that you can't really stretch out. Usually if the shoe is long, but the insides are like this, you can usually wear it in, break it in, and get your sizing and fit right. But when a shoe is just like too short, you really can't stretch it out at that point, right? It's too short. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could get a shoe stretcher, but that's a little bit too much. But these, I would say go up half a size, honestly, because 8.5 was very, very tight on me and a little uncomfortable. And that's pretty typical for Jordan 11s. They usually always run half a size small. These are currently going in the market around retail, so I do expect these to still perform well and sell well. I don't see these just flatlining all out, but maybe there be some pairs and some sizes sitting. There's a possibility. These are releasing, I believe, in a full family size run as well, so the whole family can get involved. So I wouldn't be too surprised if these, you know, sell probably throughout the week. Some stores I know are getting a lot of pairs. Some stores I've heard are not getting many pairs. I think overall, though, this release is going to perform well for the most part. So that being said, keep your eyes and ears peeled on this one. The colorway, the shoe, everything about this shoe is great. I love it. So I'm not knocking the shoe whatsoever. I'm just saying, though, in my opinion, I think, though, that this shoe is not worth $235. So I would wait. With that said, if you want it for $235, I'm happy for you, baby. Keep on shining. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, and I'm gonna end y'all off with an on-foot review.